We're on the verge of moving way beyond simple chatbots to systems that can actually think, decide, and, get this, work all on their own. So what does that really mean for us? Let's dive in.
To really wrap your head around this, I want you to just picture something with me for a second. This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy. This is the very near future. So you wake up, it's a totally normal morning, you haven't even had your coffee yet, haven't touched your computer, haven't opened a single app.
And yet your most important work for the day, it's already done. And I'm not talking about just organizing your calendar. I mean the complex, heavy lifting stuff has been completed while you were literally asleep.
Think about what that would be like. Your AI has already scanned your entire inbox, pulling out what's critical. It's scheduled those key meetings, it's booked your flight for that business trip, it's even drafted the first version of next week's big presentation and analyzed the latest sales data to find new opportunities. All of that with zero input from you.
So, what in the world is going on here? Well, we are witnessing a huge, fundamental shift in what AI is even for. It's evolving from a passive tool into an active, autonomous worker.
Okay, let's really break down the difference, because it's important. We're all super familiar with reactive AI, right? Think ChatGPT, think Siri. You give it a command, it gives you a response. It just waits for you. Agentic AI is a whole different ballgame. You don't give it a command, you give it a mission, and from there, it plans, it decides, and it acts all by itself to get that mission done.
And there's a name for this whole new field. It's called agentic engineering. The goal here is pretty simple, but powerful. Build AI that acts less like a fancy calculator and more like a hyper-efficient digital employee. You know, the kind you can give a high-level goal to, and it just runs with it. So how does an AI actually become agentic? What's the secret sauce? Well, it really comes down to a blueprint of 5 core abilities that make all of this possible. These 5 things are the absolute building blocks that let an AI go from just spitting back information to actually taking independent action out there in the real world.
And here they are. First, it has to truly understand the goal. Next, it creates a plan. Then it uses tools, software, APIs, you name it, to execute that plan. It has a memory, so it can learn and adapt, and this is so crucial, it can self-correct when things go wrong. For now, let's just zoom in on one of these, planning.
Right, so let's talk about planning. You don't tell the AI how to increase sales by 20%. You just give it the mission. The agent then comes up with its own strategy. It might decide, okay, first I'll analyze all our current data. Then I'll pinpoint our weakest markets. Then I'll launch a targeted ad campaign there. And finally, I'll track performance in real time to see if my plan is even working, all by itself.
Now, this might sound futuristic, but it's not. This isn't just a concept anymore. Big companies are already putting these so-called digital employees to work, handling really critical stuff. It's happening right now.
So, what does this actually look like in the real world? How does an autonomous agent operate inside a company day to day?
Let's take a pretty high-stakes situation. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Your entire human security team is fast asleep, and suddenly your company's network comes under attack. An agentic system, kind of like what Microsoft is building with its Copilot, doesn't wait around for a human. It instantly detects that suspicious login, it immediately blocks that user's access to all critical systems, it sends an urgent alert to the human team, and it generates a complete incident report for them to review when they wake up. The threat is handled before a human even knows it's happening. That is the power of autonomous action. Okay, so this is obviously a revolutionary leap. It's a total game changer. But, and this is a big but, with this kind of power comes some very real peril. We have got to look at both sides of this coin.
And let's be super clear here. This is not just a better version of automation. Traditional automation is rigid. It follows a strict script. If X happens, then do Y. That's it. Agentic AI is totally different. It's dynamic. It thinks, it decides, and it adapts what it's doing based on the situation.
And the business case for this is just off the charts. We're talking about a massive, and I mean massive jump in productivity, way lower operating costs, fewer dumb mistakes from human error, and response times measured in seconds instead of hours. This is exactly why billions of dollars are flooding into this space. But here's the other side of that coin. What happens if an AI that has the keys to your financial systems gets hacked? Or what if it makes a catastrophic decision on its own? The concerns are really serious.
Huge security risks, major data privacy issues, the danger of losing human oversight, thorny ethical problems, and of course, the very real question of job displacement.
So the answer isn't to just stop everything, but to manage it really, really carefully. This all requires strong AI governance. That means building clear guardrails on what these agents can and can't do, constant monitoring of their actions, and making sure there is always a human in the loop for the most critical decisions.
All right, so let's bring this all home and look forward. Because this tech isn't just changing a piece of software. It's about to fundamentally reshape what work is and what a team even looks like.
I mean, in the next 5 years, it is totally reasonable to expect to see things like AI project managers coordinating human teams, AI agents acting as co-founders of startups, or maybe even entire departments like marketing or accounting that run almost completely on their own.
And that leads to this wild new idea of team structure. Instead of hiring a team of, say, 10 people, a manager in the near future might hire 2 humans to handle strategy and oversight, and then back them up with 8 specialized AI agents that do all the execution.
So, if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this. The future of AI isn't just about answering our questions anymore. It's about completing our missions. We are standing at the very, very beginning of turning software into a true workforce.